Meredith Newman Delaware News Journal published 9:44 a.m. EDT August 17, 2019. Former Vice President Joe Biden returned home to Delaware on Friday night for a Rehoboth Beach fundraiser, where he became emotional about his friends' support for his run for president. "Having your friends and neighbors come out and support you is the highest compliment anyone in public life can have," Biden said. "I really mean it." The fundraiser was hosted in the home of Peter Shields, a managing partner at a Washington, D.C. law firm. The house was less than half a block from the beach when the former vice president walked into the house, wearing a blue suit and aviator sunglasses. Beachgoers snapped photos. On this humid summer night, more than 275 guests mingled in the backyard as they ate appetizers like pigs in a blanket and miniature crab cakes. Attendees included U.S. Senator Tom Carper, a longtime friend of the Biden family, and Sam Calagione, president of Dogfish Head Brewery. Biden, who served as Delaware's U.S. Senator for more than 35 years, has a home in Rehoboth. This was the first Biden presidential campaign fundraiser held in Delaware. When speaking to the crowd, Jill Biden acknowledged so many old friends in attendance. She then asked the audience to imagine that it's the summer of 2021. You're sipping your coffee and you pick up the morning paper. The headline isn't some late-night tweet storm, she said. Instead, it's about a story about children who will benefit from universal pre-K. You read about the progress that's being made in the Paris Agreement, and how the United States is once again leading the world coalition to stop and reverse climate change. You turn on the television, she continued, and the anchors are talking about how we're going to build on the Affordable Care Act, or they're excited that someone is finally standing up to the NRA, and when they cut to the President of the United States, you don't turn the channel. Joe Biden, who spoke for about 15 minutes, told the crowd that it's really good to be home. He recalled a moment with the press decades ago, when he was asked to name the most difficult election of his career. Running for high school class president, Biden recalled answering, "First of all, when I got there I used to stutter really badly. And second, there were only 60 guys in my class and they all knew me. And they still voted for me," Biden said to laughter in the crowd. The former vice president became choked up when talking about his home state, particularly the support his family received when son Beau Biden died from brain cancer in 2015. "Jill warns me to not mention about Beau, not that we don't adore him, but because I still have a little trouble," Biden said. "Especially when I'm with people who know him." Biden in the news. Biden blasts Trump following mass shootings when Kamala Harris faced political heat. Delaware's Beau Biden had her back. Joe Biden is still the Democrat to beat, but rivals see weakness. Biden jokingly apologized to the crowd for the Secret Service presence that might occur next summer. He recalled how, when elected vice president, he told the Secret Service to keep a distance when he's in Delaware. Biden then shifted to politics, telling the audience that the 2020 election is the most consequential election of their lifetimes. 4 more years of President Donald Trump, he said, is going to change the nature of who we are. He cited the Charlottesville rally, and Trump's remarks following it, as the reasons he wanted to run for president. During his remarks, Biden mentioned a speech he made last week about President Donald Trump and the rise of white nationalism in America. He first said the speech took place in Burlington, Vermont. He immediately corrected himself to say it was in Burlington, Iowa. "I'm not blaming him particularly for the shootings in El Paso, but people listen," Biden said. "People listen. These people come out from under the rocks when you do not in fact take them down, go after them." Biden also briefly spoke about his campaign platform of restoring the middle class. "Right now," he said, "the middle class is getting clobbered. When the middle class does well, everyone does well. The wealthy do very, very well. People have a way up. But people are losing faith." Toward the end of his remarks, Biden expressed his optimism for the country's future. Biden said he was prepared to be the next president of the United States on day one. "All the things I've worked on in my career, foreign policy, domestic policy, are within my wheelhouse right now," Biden said. "They're things I've always done." Contact Meredith Newman at 302 324-2386 or at Newman at DelawareInline.com. Follow her on Twitter at Newman. Let's block ads. Why?